Hey, I'm the digital man. This is my analog kid.
Hi. We'll go ahead and get this out of the way. The next two are 10 out of 10s and are going to be at the top of probably both of our rankings.
Yes.
Again, I view them as just kind of one big album split into two.
I skipped an album.
Uh-oh.
Gotta go.
It's Grace Under Pressure and Power Windows, both being 10s. I know that's probably a controversial opinion, just because, it's like, dude, why isn't 2112 a 10?
Yeah.
It's like, I just vibe with this more. I don't dislike 2112. I just think this is my favorite one. And again, this is just our opinion.
Of course.
Also, just because we say it's our favorite doesn't mean we think it's their best. Those are two different things. But that being said, this is so good. This is so good.
Yes. 10 out of 10. This is a 10 out of a 10.
It's 10 out of 10. Yeah,
10 out of 10.
It's 10.
This is a 10 out of a 10. No question about it. Another one that I don't even really have to listen to just say, yep, 10 out of 10 for me. After Image, best song on the album. Between the Wheels, Kid Gloves, Enemy Within, Distant Early Warning, Red Sector A, Red Lenses, Body Electric. Today, I might switch Body Electric and Red Lenses. Mm-hmm. But I don't know.
Yeah.
That might be what I do today, but at that point, Red Lenses, Body Electric. To me, I'd probably just put them on the same line. I like them both equally.
Mine would be Between the Wheels is my favorite one. I just love that song. Distant Early Warning is second. After Image is third. Kid Gloves, which is also Alex Lifeson's best guitar solo.
That is his best guitar solo. I know some people who don't know who Alex Lifeson is, and I say, well, if you've never heard of Alex Lifeson and never heard anything he's played, just go listen to the solo of Kid Gloves. It'll tell you everything you need to know.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. But it's just really hard to put that low, just because that was one of the songs I grew up on.
Yeah,
was Kid Gloves.
Because it had "kid" in the title.
Exactly.
See how clever I am?
Yeah. Enemy Within is fifth. Red Sector A is sixth. The Body Electric is seventh, and Red Lenses is eighth.
Okay. Yeah. See, I might follow your last two.
Mm-hmm.
How's it going,
Anyway, all right. So now, P-Dubs.
P-Dubs.
All right. No question. It's a 10 out of 10 for me. It's a 10 out of 10 for me, being that it is my favorite album.
Yeah.
The Big Money. Even though it breaks my rules of going with the most popular song off the album, I just love that song. What a great song. The Big Money. Middletown Dreams, Manhattan Project, Marathon, Emotion Detector, Mystic Rhythms, Territories, Grand Designs. And, today I might put Territories and flip-flop Emotion Detector.
Oh.
If I were to be asked today, maybe that's true. That's what's great about this. It's ever changing. The list, we could do this next year and maybe have a different order because it's going to hit us in a different way, but there's mine.
I also gave Power Windows a 10. Manhattan Project was my favorite one.
I can't argue with it.
I just love the imagery.
Yes, that song, that's probably my favorite song on the album. But again, trying to be objective about which is the best song with the best intro, the best chorus, all of that morphed into one complete package is how I tried to extract myself as the mega fan and just listen to it that way. But if I was to choose my favorite song, Manhattan Project, hands down.
Mm-hmm. Middletown Dreams is second. It's a phenomenal song. I start getting transported onto a different plane of reality whenever that kicks in.
Yes.
Marathon is in third. Mystic Rhythms is in fourth, so all the M songs are fantastic. Big Money is fifth. Grand Designs is sixth. Territories is seventh, and Emotion Detector is in last.
All right. I think the Big Money is a little low on your list.
Yeah.
But that's the beauty of having your own opinion, which you're allowed to have.
Yeah. It's not that it's bad. I would just rather listen to the M songs.
There you go. All right.
Hold Your Fire.
Huff.
No, Heath.
I went 9 out of 10.
I went 7.
7, a little lower.
Yeah.
I can understand. I grew up in this, so I'm probably going to score it higher. I listened to this album probably second as much as Power Windows.
To me, the reason why I give it a 7 is it's just because about half the album is just kind of weak to me.
Yeah.
It doesn't have the same punch, like consistent punch that their last few records did.
Yeah.
This one just kind of had, the bottom 5 of the ranking, I know I'm kind of spoiling it, it's like Mission, Prime Mover, Second Nature, like just not really...
Yeah. I understand.
Just kind of weak.
There's some weaker songs involved there. So give me your full list then.
Time Stand Still is my favorite. It's just fantastic. Force 10 is second. Turn the Page is third. Open Secrets is fourth. Lock and Key is fifth. Mission is sixth. Prime Mover is seventh. Tai Shan is eighth. Second Nature is ninth. And High Water is in last.
All right. Well, we agree on the last and the first. So 9 out of 10. Time Stand Still. Force 10. Prime Mover. Mission. Love that song. Turn the Page. Lock and Key. Open Secrets. Second Nature. Tai Shan and High Water. So again, Time Stand Still, I chose as the best song on the album, but Force 10 is my favorite song.
Yeah.
Just the opener, it just rocks. But the melodic nature of Time Stand Still and how great that chorus is, I had to just
And then
inch
that
it
breakdown
above.
when it shifts to 7.
Oh yeah, it's amazing.
And now we are on the album where we're going to stop listing off the tracks one by one.
Exactly.
Because I don't
yes.
remember half of them.
Well, yeah, that's true.
Presto. This is my least favorite Rush album. I just don't like it, whatsoever.
Yep.
I gave it a 3 out of 10.
Woo! Boy,
That's a
sounds
bad album.
bad. I apologize to the fellas in Rush for that harsh review. Okay, so 3 out of 10. What's your worst, best, and worst?
Well, Show Don't Tell is the best song.
Yep.
This started the trend of most of these albums where the first song is the best one and then it just kind of trails off into bull crap. And then Superconductor is good, but
Okay.
I just don't. It's mainly Hand Over Fist and, Anagram, Chain Lightning, Red Tide. I've never heard an album that starts off cooler, have songs that start off awesome,
Yeah,
and then just get worse as they go along. I've never heard an album that does it as bad as this one does.
gotcha.
We need to turn off that camera.
Yep. Oh, there it was. That's some real sucky battery life.
Yep.
Secondary clap. All right, so my Presto is a 7 out of 10. I bought that CD with my own money, so I was very invested at the time. Show Don't Tell was the best song for me, and Hand Over Fist is the worst on that record, and it may actually be the worst on that record.
It's the worst
Even though
Rush
there's
song.
some stuff on there I do like, I just remember my note says the chorus is just unnecessary.
The whole song is just unnecessary.
Lyrically speaking,
Musically speaking,
Hand
it's just
Over
not
Fist.
great.
Yeah. Show Don't Tell. This is their era of we start this album off hecka strong, and then it just goes boop.
Yeah. Roll the Bones.
Roll them.
I gave it a 6.
All right, me too.
Okay.
6 out of 10. We agree.
Yep.
What's the best song?
Dreamline.
Dreamline. What's the worst song?
Heresy.
Mine is You Bet Your Life. I can't stand that one. Big Wheel is also pretty low on there.
Yeah.
Any of the songs about gambling, I'm not a huge fan of.
Yeah. It's ironic because Big Wheel always sucks. Sorry, we're getting nerd here. Spider-Man has a villain called Big Wheel.
Oh, so
and he's just a giant wheel, and he's widely regarded as like the worst villain. And he's
So
like,
see, Rush should have picked up on that. Somebody should have been reading those comics.
all right, Counterparts.
Counterparts.
Counterparts is a 9 from me. I think that is Rush's underrated album and their only really good album after Power Windows. Cold Fire's number 1. Stick It Out is second. I grew up on Stick It Out. It's just fantastic. Animate's third. Cut to the Chase is fourth. Leave That Thing Alone is fifth. Alien Shore is sixth. Nobody's Hero is seventh. Between Sun and Moon is eighth. Double Agent is ninth. Everyday Glory is 10. And then The Speed of Love is in last.
All right, mine's 8 out of 10. Stick It Out, Animate, Cold Fire, Double Agent, Leave That Thing Alone, Cut to the Chase, Alien Shore, Nobody's Hero, Between Sun and Moon, Everyday Glory, The Speed of Love. This album came out when I first got to college, and, I really liked it. I felt after Roll the Bones and Presto, I felt Rush was back.
Yeah.
I think most people seem to agree with that.
And we were wrong.
And
I say we, but I was not alive. But you were wrong.
I was wrong. They were back for an album. And then they decided,
To make Test for Echo.
yeah.
Now, I'm not going to do the whole ranking on this one,
Yeah.
but we can both agree Driven's the best song on the album.
Okay.
Would you agree?
That's second on mine. Test for Echo was the first song I heard. I had a little, it was before XM or Sirius Radio. I don't remember what the service was called, but you got it through your cable company, and it was a little box, and it was just commercial-free music. and they had a remote control, a big one, that had a tiny LED screen, and it would tell you what you were listening to, but not like all in a row. It was like the Smashing Pumpkins. Okay.
Yeah.
Like it was that kind of thing. Why did I choose them? I hate them. Anyway.
You don't.
Yes, I do.
They're a great band.
Whatever. But yeah, I was in an apartment, newly married, and I heard ding 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 ding, and I was like, oh, that's got to be the new Rush song. I had no idea, and it was. I went and checked the remote. Rush test for echo. Cool. I was like, test for echo? Yes, that sounds killer, So that was the first time I heard that song. So I guess that just sort of, driven right into my heart.
Yep.
When I first heard it.
Driven is my favorite one on the record. Test for Echo is third, and I wanted to have two little blurbs that I wanted to mention. First off, I think it's probably my second favorite Rush album cover.
Yes.
It's fantastic.
True. It is good.
And where did you put Virtuality?
Virtuality?
The infamous Virtuality.
I actually put it number 4.
I put it second.
Did you really?
I did.
Even though we want to cram those lyrics away and hide them.
I'll say this. The lyrics of the chorus are horrible. It's my favorite riff from Rush, and the pre-chorus is fantastic. I would actually add it to I'm probably going to add it to my playlist and actually listen to it and just laugh at the chorus.
Fair enough.
I think that might be, because it's not like, oh, this is terrible. It's just funny.
Yeah.
Because it's very dated.
The early days of the internet when we were all amazed.
That if I'm listening to heavy Rush, I want a riff like that.
Yeah.
And that's just fantastic.
What's your worst song?
Dog Years.
Dog Years. See, I put Dog Years number 5. I love that song. Carve Away the Stone was my least favorite.
That one is 8th in my ranking.
Okay, interesting. So I gave that album a 7 out of 10.
I gave it a 5.
A 5.
Yep.
Now, boy, we're going to be going really fast now.
Yep, Vapor Trails.
Vapor
6.
Trails. I can't. 5 out of 10 for me. It's just like take it or leave it for me. Sorry, but that's it. Secret Touch is my favorite song. How It Is was my least favorite.
Yeah, How It Is very, very bad.
Yeah.
Ghost Rider and Earthshine were the ones that I liked. That was about it.
Yeah.
That was about it.
Yeah. Not much else to say. I don't even get into the whole debate of the mix and all that. I don't even care because the album's not good enough to debate.
Exactly.
Sorry.
Snakes and Arrows. This one is second to last. This one is a 4. It is a below average album.
Okay. 5 out of 10 for me. Another just, I don't know. Far Cry.
Absolutely.
I mean, again, starts off strong.
Absolutely.
You think Rush is back now, and then you keep listening, and you're like, well, they were back for a song.
Yeah.
Faithless was my least favorite on
Agreed.
that album. Yeah.
Agreed.
All right. Clockies. Clockwork Angels. I really did not like this album at first. Really didn't give it much of a chance ever. Just nothing about it pulled me in. I ranked it a 6 out of 10, which is just edges it up over because I did listen to it 2 or 3 more times all the way through just to really try. Because I was, Neil passed away 2020, and I thought, you know what? Let me just listen to this album again. It's the last one we're gonna get. It inched up from just whatever. So 6 out of 10. Caravan being the best song to me, followed by The Garden. I know that's a really emotional one as well. And then BU2B was my last ranked song on that.
My last ranked was Carnies. I can't sing a note, but I think that was just because I was a little tired of that album at that point because it's like a really long one. And I was like, just get it over with.
Yeah.
My favorite was The Garden, and I really like Headlong Flight.
Yeah.
I think that song is fantastic.
Yeah.
But I gave Clockwork Angels a 7.
7 out of 10. Okay.
Yeah.
Headlong Flight, it is on the pinball machine that we have.
Yeah.
And I have grown to like, it's basically Bastille Day 2.0.
Yeah.
I mean, everything about it is that song. It's third. I have Caravan, The Garden, Headlong Flight. But Headlong Flight could go above Caravan if I were to try it again. But, yep. As much as a Rush fan, I do have a particular time frame of where I kind of stay. A parenthetical. Yeah. This is kind of where I stay in that synth area. That's just my favorite stuff. That still gives me the tingles. And
please don't say that anything gives you the tingles ever again.
Okay. That's right. That gave me the tingles just saying that.
All right, let's do the big ranking.
Big ranking, final ranking. Here we go. We're just reading it down.
From bottom up.
You mean the worst?
Yep.
Okay. So, Caress of Steel, Snakes and Arrows, Vapor Trails, Rush, Fly By Night, Clockwork Angels, Roll Them Bones, Test for Echo, Presto, 2112, Farewell to Kings, Counterparts, Hemis, P-Waves, Hold Your Fire, The Picks, Signals, Siggy Baby, Gup, and P-Dubs.
Yep. Mine is Presto, Snakes and Arrows, Test for Echo, Rush, Vapor Trails, Roll the Bones, Clockwork Angels, Caress of Steel, 2112, Hold Your Fire, Fly By Night, Signals, A Farewell to Kings, Counterparts, Moving Pictures, Hemispheres, Permanent Waves, Power Windows, and then Grace Under Pressure at first.
All right. Well, there you have it.
It's almost like I like this band.
Yeah, I'm sure we got lots of disagreements out there, and we may have some agreements, but that's the beauty of being a Rush fan.
Yep.
Because even if we do disagree on certain things, we still love the boys from the Great White North, and we will always listen to them and cherish the memory of having that music in our lives and passing it on to our children, who will then pass it on to their children.
And we will crucify anyone who disagrees.
Exactly.
Hey, did you like that? I got more. If you subscribe.